Let me ask you something real quick. If something is called herbal tea, your brain automatically labels it as safe, right? Natural, gentle, grandma approved. Here's the problem. There's one very famous herb that people still drink as tea, and they absolutely shouldn't. Not because herbs are bad, not because tea doesn't work, but because this specific herb works in a completely different way, and drinking it is where people mess up. And what's scary is most people who do this genuinely believe they're being healthy. So today I want to talk about comfrey, why people drink it, why they think it helps, and how it's actually meant to be used. If you drink herbal teas or give advice about them, this is one you need to understand. To be clear from the start, this video is not anti-tea. I drink tea, I recommend tea. I work with herbs professionally, but comfrey is one of those plants that forces us to be precise. Because when you use it correctly, it's impressive. When you use it incorrectly, that's where problems begin. Here's the mistake. People drink comfrey tea, they dry the leaves or the root, pour hot water over it and drink it like chamomile or mint. And they do this because comfrey has a reputation. You'll hear things like, it heals tissues, it regenerates, it's amazing for joints and injuries. All of that sounds great. So the logic becomes, if it heals from the outside, it must heal from the inside too. That logic is wrong, and with comfrey, wrong logic matters. Here's what most people don't know. Comfrey contains compounds called pyrrolizidine alkaloids, PAs for short. I'll keep this simple. These compounds are toxic to the liver, accumulate over time, and don't cause immediate symptoms. That's the dangerous part. You don't feel bad after one cup. You don't feel bad after a few weeks. The damage is silent and cumulative. This isn't internet fear. This is documented in toxicology and regulatory assessments. That's why many health authorities advise against internal use of comfrey. So when someone says, I've been drinking comfrey tea for years and I'm fine, that doesn't prove safety, it proves delayed risk. Now, here's where things get interesting. Even when people drink comfrey tea, they sometimes feel like it helps. Why? 3 reasons. First, warm liquids feel soothing. That alone can reduce discomfort. Second, the body loves rituals. Drinking something healing before bed changes perception. Third, comfrey really is powerful, just not in the way people are using it. So people confuse correlation with causation, comfort with healing, tradition with correctness. That's how myths survive. This is the important part. Comfrey shines when used externally. Traditionally and scientifically, it's used for bruises, sprains, joint discomfort, muscle strain, and minor injuries. Why? Because comfrey contains allantoin, a compound that supports cell regeneration and speeds tissue repair. It works locally where applied. That's why you'll see comfrey in ointments, creams, compresses, and external preparations. Used this way, you get the benefit without stressing the liver. That's not a downgrade. That's correct use. A big reason people drink comfrey tea is this belief that if something is powerful, I should take it internally. That's not how herbal medicine works. Some herbs are for digestion, some for sleep, some for skin, some for joints. Power doesn't mean drink it. Power means respecting the route of use. The same way you wouldn't eat a muscle cream, you shouldn't drink every medicinal plant. And this is the lesson I really want you to take from this video. Herbal tea isn't weak, it's specific. The mistake isn't drinking tea, the mistake is assuming all herbs belong in a cup. When you understand which herbs are for infusion, which are for decoction, which are for external use only, tea stops being folklore and starts being intentional. So no, this video isn't telling you to stop using herbs, it's telling you to stop using them blindly. Comfrey isn't dangerous because it's strong. It's misunderstood because people ignore rules. And the moment you respect those rules, herbal medicine becomes what it's supposed to be: smart, targeted, and incredibly useful. If you want to drink tea the way it's meant to be drunk, and if you want to use comfrey, use it where it actually shines. That's how herbs help us, not by being trendy, but by being used correctly. If this changed how you look at herbal tea, subscribe, because I'm here to help you drink tea the right way, not quit it.